wherever I'm at, I got to get it out. So I asked for 5 minutes. We running low, so I'm gonna try to cut it to less as possible. So my name is Kareem Williams. I'm from North Philadelphia. I live down the street now. I've been living in Delaware for about 10 years. And my passion is speaking to people, period. Young people in particularly, because it was a time in my life. Today I own a business. I'm a business owner. I own a company called Positive Vibes Only. I just released my first book. This on my birthday in December 19th, I released my first book, self-published author. I've been doing accounting for 10 years. I'm an international speaker. I've spoken in Europe. I've spoken all across the U.S. But the thing about my story is that I was a convicted felon. I almost killed my cousin when I was 17. I'm 36 now. I shot him in his face playing with a gun. Right? So I feel like I'm a walking testimony and an example that no matter where you are in your life, I feel like as long as God wakes you up, you have an opportunity to change. I don't care what you've been through. And I know people that have been foster kids, no parents, tossed around, abused mentally, physically, verbally, and they own businesses now. So you guys that want to start businesses, it's a great idea. I'm a strong believer in the American dream raises us and tries to teach us that the American dream is to work for 65, until you're 65 and retire and get your pension and all of that stuff. And that's cool if that's your lane and what you decide to do. But I want to encourage you. I'm still working right now. So I haven't quite transitioned fully yet, but I want to encourage you to think for yourself and realize that you are in control of your destiny. You can make whatever dream it is happen on your own. You're gonna need help. You're gonna need talk about mentors and relationships. That is of utter importance. When I was your age, if you wasn't my boy from the streets, I didn't want to talk to you. I wouldn't ask you for no advice. If you tried to give me advice, I wouldn't listen. So I implore you to build relationships starting at that age, because it's going to carry with you forever. It's people that have relationships that they've been friends for 50 years. They've been friends for 30 years and things like that, and that's beneficial to them. And another thing about starting a business, I would say to the future business moguls in here, is I have a saying called passion over profit. And I found myself, when I first started my business, it was about, I wanted to make an impact, but a lot of my drive was about finances and money. I'm tired of working for somebody, so I want to make this money. I'm chasing the money. But as I grow, and what I come to realize is, when you do what you're passionate about, all the success, all the whatever you dream of, the financial stability, the being in a position of leadership, everything of abundance will come to you if you do what is in your heart. And my heart is about serving. I realize that service, I can say it 1,000 times. Service. It's about service. When you serve people, I'm not overly religious, but I'm very spiritual. I'm a strong believer in God. I believe in His Word. I believe in Jesus was a servant. Jesus served, performed miracles. All He wanted to do was bless and take care of people. I try to follow that pattern. I try to put myself really at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to my service. And what I've noticed since I've created and adapted that mindset is that things come to me. Things just come to me out of nowhere. I wake up, I get emails, I have orders from my book left and right. And it's because I'm not focused on the money anymore. Once I stop worrying about money is when I start making more money. So I want to encourage you to follow what you're passionate about. Follow what you love to do. And most likely, it's going to be some service in that. I don't care what it is. If you want to be an entertainer, if you want to be a basketball player, you're going to want to put on for that crowd. You're going to want to develop fans and be a role model to younger people when you guys get older. So I encourage you, man, with all my heart to follow what you are passionate about. I would speak for free. I'm speaking now for free. I would speak, without any type of incentive. Somebody called me this morning, can you come speak at this thing we have, my sorority is having in March? Absolutely. He asked me how much I charge. I never jump right out. This is my fee. I sit back, I pray on it, and most likely she's a friend of mine. I'm probably do it for free. It gives me, because it's mutual. It gives me speaking opportunities. It gives me a chance to get footage of my speaking. I possibly can sell some books, and at the same time, I'm blessing people. So I used to be like, as soon as somebody mentioned money, or as soon as somebody asked me to speak, how much money, what's your budget? And 9 times out of 10, they didn't have one. And I think it's because I was looking for one. So when I start realizing that it's about service, man, it's not about you. Every dream you have, every goal you have is way bigger than you. So when you think, oh man, I really want to do this, think beyond that it's about you. Don't think it's to just change your life, because what you do in effect is going to change the lives of your family. What I do now changes the life of my mother. I don't have kids yet, but when I do, it's changing and creating a good life for them. So I realized that it's not about me at all. So I think that's about 5 minutes. I appreciate the time to speak. Like I said, wherever I go, I feel like I got to tell my story. I feel like there's value in it. And I don't mean monetary. I mean, it's value in you young people being able to see that no matter what you do, like I said, I caught an armed robbery. I robbed somebody when I was 14 with a gun, locked up at 14. Instant record, felony. Gun charges on that same case. Then, like I said, playing with a gun, I shot my cousin. It was attempted murder before I went to court for it and fought it and got it lowered to assault. I don't have a record today. I got a master's degree today. I got a bachelor's degree today. I own a business today. So don't let everybody tell you. More important, don't tell yourself. Don't count yourself out. Don't tell yourself, man, I made this mistake. I failed this class. I never graduate. Don't tell yourself, I tried to start this business, it ain't work. I'll never finish. I tried to do personal training. I thought that was my passion. I like to work out, but I don't have a passion for it, to teach others to do it. I paid $1,000 for this class. I ran across the book the other day cleaning my apartment. I didn't say, man, I failed that day. It's a learning piece. I found out that ain't my passion. It was $1,000 learning lesson. So it's about mindset. It's about your thought process. Don't tell yourself you can't do anything. Don't let nobody else tell you you can't do anything. And I appreciate you guys giving me a moment. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.